We were contacted by the library because a couple kids made them aware of this note that they found in the bathroom.
Can I explain that?
There's more to it because the kids who found it also called. Clearly announced himself as a 15-year-old. So why at that point did you not stop communication?
Well, so that tells me that you know where the note was left.
No, that's not at all.
You see how this looks?
I do see how it looks.
A library bathroom, a handwritten note, and a phone that wouldn't stop buzzing. That's how this case began. Staff called police after two teens found a suggestive note and dialed the number. From there, a routine check turned into a deeper look at what was said, why it was said, and where the line was crossed.
I do, but I don't want to get arrested.
Okay.
Because this isn't, I didn't do anything wrong yet. We'll talk about all that stuff in a moment, but we need to get somebody scheduled to come get yourself. This is crazy. Around this way.
Okay, Justin, go ahead and have a seat in here. Everything here is recorded, okay? You're ready to a phone call attorney, okay? Stand tight with me.
Getting screwed over.
I have one male detained. I'll be en route to Parkston PD. All right, Justin, I'll get you held here. Just going to go in and chat with those other gentlemen, okay? All right, go ahead and swing your feet out this way, might be a little easier.
Gosh, and it just blows my mind because, like, this person called me out of the blue. So you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how a person got my number to do that. And so I just figured maybe it was off of Facebook or something because my number's on my wall, but I didn't ask.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get that?
So we can, so we'll go over this. So basically this is what led us here, okay? We were contacted by the library because a couple kids made them aware of this note that they found in the bathroom. Okay. They advised us they had some concerns regarding the nature behind the note, as it's clearly sexual nature. Okay, it's pretty obvious what it's for.
Can I explain that?
Yeah.
So there was a guy completely of age that I gave that, or I put that note under the windshield wiper in his car because I was too chicken to talk to him. And
Then why does it say 18 years or older on it? If you put it on his car.
just in case somebody else found it.
Okay. And how would it end up posted up in a...
That's what I'm wondering. Is it was in the bathroom? Was it in the garbage?
No. And so there's more to it because the kids who found it also called. They told us they called the number on the phone. And they
I did get a
talked
call.
to you.
I did get a call from somebody, and I asked them to throw it away.
Okay. So, the fast forward, right? Some County Library staff, kids are handing them this note. They're being told it was posted up in the bathroom. They have concerns because their establishment is primarily frequented by juveniles. It's right down the street from the school. Two schools, an elementary and high school. All right, and so that's when Sergeant Boyd first got it, and he wanted to vent out if it was something no harm intended, as written, or if there was something more to be concerned about. And so that's when the text messages started. Okay, and he clearly announced himself as a 15-year-old. So why at that point did you not stop communication?
Well, it's kind of like, I should have. You're absolutely right. But in my mind, I was thinking, okay, here's a kid that I honestly I don't know what I was thinking. I thought that it might be nice for him to like have somebody to talk to, and just so that I could give him reassurance about, you know, that it's okay to be that way. And at that point in it, I had like, I didn't know how he had even got my phone number. Like, I was just assuming that maybe he got it off of like Facebook or something because it's on my wall, but.
Don't you think that's an odd statement, Justin? And I'm not trying to be mean here. You clearly weren't even curious about where he got your phone number.
Well,
so that tells me that you know where the note was left. And
no, that's not at all.
You see how this looks?
I do see how it looks, and
the note's posted up in a bathroom at the library, and
that
then you get text messages.
That mortifies me to death.
You get text messages from an unknown person who says they're 15 years old, and you just communicate with them, like as if you're like, hey, when people, when a reasonable person gets a text message from somebody, they're like, who's this? How'd you get my number? But you didn't. You just continued communicating.
Well, my thought process was basically, it was. I don't even know. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was just trying to be like.
And you have to admit, some of the things you messaged were concerning.
There was a couple things that I did say, but I was just trying to tell him like about one of my experiences when I was first getting started, when I was young, when I was his age, and just to kind of make him feel comfortable, and then so that he could talk to me, and if he wanted to. But it wasn't like I was going to engage with a child. It was more, I was just.
You say that, but after 15-year-old being brought up that the kid's 15, you're sending questions like, what excites you? Now let's really think about this. If you were truly just interested in counseling this kid, because maybe you do connect with them, right? I can see where you're coming from, especially given the story you shared.
Yeah.
But if you're really connecting with them and you just meant it as a counseling opportunity, why would you say it like that? Why would you phrase it like that?
Well.
And can you see why that's concerning?
Well, I can, but it's out of context. The context that I meant it was, I was just trying to open the door for him to tell me, okay, are you feminine? Are you gonna be, a transgender? Or are you thinking you're a female in a male's body? Are you, do you know your place as far as your place in the realm?
But we know that wasn't the path, right? Because of the subject of blood got brought up. We've read through the entire message thread, right? We know everything. This isn't us trying to piece things together. We know the whole message.
Oh yeah.
We could sit here and read it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we wanted to. Okay. So, and here's the Rex. It's not like you have, in fact, met up with a child, right?
Right.
Right. There's no kid there. You haven't physically touched a child or done anything like that. The goal of our investigation was preemptive. We wanted to figure out what was going on before something like that happened.
Right.
And there was a victim. And then if you are going through some stuff and need some counseling regarding some concerning urges you may be having.
No,
That's
no.
what we need to. That's what we need to figure out.
Absolutely. There's no way I would ever do anything with a child. Like,
So if that's the case, then why the communication that you sent,
well,
knowing that this person was 15 years old?
well, and at a certain point, I did start feeling like, I need to back off of it because this is if his parents were to find this or whatever, it would not look right, and so I kind of eased back, but then
So you noticed, you knew yourself that it didn't look right.
yeah, I knew that it was on paper it absolutely did not look right.
Right. And that's why we're here.
Yeah. And then I got the message saying wanted to meet, and I was like, and I was getting ready to go to St. Vincent de Paul, and I was gonna, if he wanted to, I was gonna invite him to come with me to St. Vincent de Paul, because I'm looking for stuff I'm gonna tie-dye later with my family, and that would just give us a chance to walk around and talk, and because that's the impression that I got, was that he just wanted somebody that he could talk to about it. And he was just figuring it out and da 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 da. But this is nuts.
So, right before we pulled up behind you, you sent the message. Don't you think there's too many people around?
Right.
I believed he was up at the park.
Right.
If your intention was just to talk with him, why would you be concerned about people being around?
Well, I wasn't really concerned for me, but I don't know. Because I knew also that it would look strange. And I'm sure that it does, actually.
And just to go back on the fact that you had just said that the person you were communicating with just wanted to meet up with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know that you were the one that wanted to meet up with the 15-year-old. You're the one that very first said, "Can we meet up? What are you doing right now?"
Well, I think at that point it hadn't registered that I was talking to a child.
Okay, I'll give you that. But then you ask how old, right?
Yeah,
Clearly he says he's 15.
yeah.
And then you continue on the conversation.
Yeah, but I wasn't like,
Talking about what excites you, those types of things, and then you start talking about things in nature.
right.
Yep.
Right, well, that's what I explained, because the impression that I got was that he was looking for an outlet where he could talk. And so I was trying to open that door, and I was to talk about things on a real level, so that he would feel more comfortable and he could talk if he wanted to.
And then again, Justin, too, we need to get to the bottom of this, because I'm telling you right now, this doesn't look good for you. Okay?
I know.
Secondly,
it doesn't look good.
you need to be honest with us and
Right.
yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay? That note you strategically left because you didn't even question some strange phone number texting you. You didn't even question it.
No, the
So-
reason why was because I had gotten a call before, a couple days before that,
Okay?
and somebody said, they found that they got my phone number at the library, and then I was mortified, and I asked them to throw it away. And then, so a couple days later, and I get this other call, and I don't know, I just
You know,
felt like-
this doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't make sense. Like I asked those people to throw it away. So and then when I got the call or the message from the boy, like it didn't even register that it was the note that the other person found in the bathroom.
You didn't?
It didn't register, no.
So,
It says.
I must have missed that in the message.
Good.
so you're sticking with that you left this note on under the windshield of someone's car?
Yeah.
Okay, who?
I don't know what their name is.
Okay.
It was just somebody when I went to go I go walking on the bike path. I walk the bridges occasionally, and there was somebody over at the Kiwanis Park in the parking lot, and I was talking to him for a minute, and then I was too chicken to say something to him, so I hurried up and wrote down a message and put it under the windshield of his car.
At Kiwanis Park.
Yeah.
Just a little bit ago, you told us it was at the library.
No, I did not put a note in the bathroom at the library. I would not
No,
do
you
that.
put it on his windshield at the library.
No, I didn't say it was at the library.
I'm pretty sure that's what you just said.
No.
Maybe I misunderstood you.
I think you misunderstood.
Because I didn't say anything about Kiwanis Park.
Well, I didn't say where when I told you about leaving it on his windshield wiper. I didn't say where it was.
Well, I mean, this is all being recorded, so we can go back and check that.
Absolutely.
According to the interview, officers traced the call back to the note reported at the library, a place mainly used by kids and right down the street from two schools. Posing as a 15-year-old, an investigator texted the number. The man on the other end didn't cut off the conversation after hearing the age. Instead, he kept chatting, asked personal questions, and floated the idea of meeting. He later said he meant to be someone to talk to, sharing his own experiences to make the teen feel understood. But detectives pressed on the red flags. Why keep talking after the age was clear? Why ask what excites him? And why suggest meeting where there'd be fewer people? They also challenged inconsistent details about where the note was left. In the room, the man admitted the messages didn't look right on paper, said he pulled back at points, and insisted he'd never act on anything with a minor.
So I guess the real question, Justin, is at this point is when the text came in and said when you asked how old you are and how tall you are, and he said 5'9" and 15 years old. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you continue to communicate? If you're looking for somebody that's 18 years old.
Well, like I said, when I went to go, when I was talking to the kid, it didn't register in my mind that he was calling from a note that he found in a bathroom.
He says clearly that he found it at the library.
Well, I must have missed that in the messages.
And then
I
you
swear.
just keep on texting. You don't even question. You don't even question the fact of where did you get my number. I guess the real question, Justin, is at this point is when the text came in and said when you asked how old you are and how tall you are, and he said 5'9" and 15 years old. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you continue to communicate? if you're looking for somebody that's 18 years old?
Well, like
You
well,
got-
like I said, when I was talking to the kid, it didn't register in my mind that he was calling from a note that he found in a bathroom.
He says clearly that he found it at the library,
Well, I must have missed that in
And-
the messages.
and then
I
you
swear.
just keep on texting. You don't even question. You don't even question the fact of where did you get my number, who is this, or anything. You just continue on in about how tall are you and what are you doing right now? You want to meet up?
Yeah.
I mean, this is your opportunity to tell me what you're thinking.
And I know, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys the truth. I'm telling you everything as far as I can see it. And
So you're saying that note was left on somebody's car at Kiwanis Park,
yeah,
and then when this 15-year-old boy starts texting you and says he found your note at the library, and you just continue on with your conversation like nothing ever happened, and you had no clue of
you're right. I should
what's
have.
going on.
I should have.
You just how old are you? How tall are you? What do you look like? And then you just evolve it right into other things.
I understand.
What are you
I
going to say
understand-
for yourself on
I
that?
understand what you're saying. Like,
And why did you not stop the conversation when he said he was 15?
I absolutely should have.
Did you think there was
When-
going to be
when I'm
something
looking-
more here?
No. When I'm looking at it now, I absolutely should have just told the kid. It's great that it is what it is. That whatever is whatever. But I'm sure you can find somebody that's your age that you can talk to about this. But
But you didn't. You
But
kept
I
talking.
didn't.
You asked about meeting up to go for a walk to talk to him about what excites him. Right? You're not. You're
No,
not
it's
saying
not.
let's go talk about what you're feeling or how you feel like your life's changing. You say let's go walk and talk about what excites you. You're sending stories, explicit stories, about experiences you had at his age, sexual in nature. During one story, you even specifically talk about how you had to keep it a secret and how
Right.
it was amazing.
yeah, because that story was the second time that I was ever with a man, and I was almost 18, but I was 17 years old, and I had to keep it secret, and that made it exciting.
And exactly, it made it exciting. It made it exciting for you, correct?
Right.
And you are now, as an adult male,
Right.
telling this to a juvenile child.
Right.
Okay?
You're absolutely right. I should not have told a story like that to a kid, but
And then shortly after that, it didn't happen, but you agreed to meet up with him the next day when he skipped out on school.
yeah, but I didn't, and I had other stuff. I had other stuff going on, and this is nuts, you guys. But I get it. I get it though.
Well, like Detective Bennett said, our primary goal here was to make sure we didn't have somebody that was out there preying upon juveniles,
Right.
preying upon kids.
Right.
That was our main goal, right?
Yeah.
When we sent the messages, our main goal was, who is this person and what are they What are they up to? And then when you're straight out of the gate, how tall are you and what's your age? And we say 15, and you don't even balk at it. You just continue communicating.
Well-
It's like, well, maybe we do.
Well, it was when you told me that he was 15. I was like, okay, well, there's no harm in having a conversation, but
It's
But
called communicating with a minor for immoral purposes.
right.
Do you think the conversation you had with him is moral?
Well, I mean,
To a 15-year-old, do you think that conversation's moral? To a kid that you don't even know?
the stories that I talked about, that was inappropriate. I should
Right.
not have said those things.
Because it's immoral.
But in my mind, like I wasn't. I was just trying to make him feel comfortable so that he could talk openly, and
And so if you had a 15-year-old son or a daughter and child, we'll just say child, and you had somebody communicating just like you did with this one, would you be okay with that?
well, I mean, I would.
Now be honest with yourself.
I would be probably upset,
Yeah. You know.
and I would hope that my kids could talk to me about
To
stuff
you,
like that.
right.
Yeah.
And not to some stranger.
Right.
So it's upsetting.
Like I would, I'm not gonna lie. I would be upset if my kid was having a conversation like that with an adult
Yeah.
without. I'm sorry, you guys. I just.
Justin, we're just here because we want you to be honest with us.
I understand.
Okay. Something else you need to consider. We are going to be seizing your phone because it was used as part of the investigation. If we serve a search warrant on that phone to check the messages on it, which we typically do in these types of investigations, are we going to find other communications with anyone else like this?
With
Specifically
with minors, absolutely not. We will absolutely not find anything else with any other minor, not even remotely. I
Pictures, videos, nothing.
nothing.
Okay. That's honestly our main goal here, is we want to make sure we don't have a child predator that was out there trying to lure kids in.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get what you guys are saying.
Well, we just wanted to get ahead of it because there's a difference from somebody who is maybe feeling tempted and us stopping it before anything happens. There's a difference between that person and the predator that's out there continuously.
I swear to you that like I would never do anything with a kid. I would never. And as far as my phone goes, go ahead and look through. There's all kinds of stuff on there, but nothing with kids.
What about if if this would have went through and a 15-year-old would have met up and say he wanted something more today? What would have been would you have been tempted?
I wouldn't have. No, I wouldn't have. Not even have let it go there.
Justin, so since you feel pretty confident that there's nothing on your phone, what's the if we do decide to move forward with a search warrant, what's the passcode for your phone?
That just helps us get it done faster so you can have your phone back is all it does.
Yeah. Faster, and then we don't have to have our electronics guy try to crack it.
I am gonna miss my phone, but
Yeah.
but if you guys looked into my phone, it's gonna help things look better. Then absolutely go look through my phone. I don't have anything to hide.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you might see some things in there that I'm not proud of, but
Well, we're not here to judge your
Like
lifestyle.
criminals?
We're just
Like criminal stuff or?
no.
Oh, okay.
Just like I would be too embarrassed to tell you guys.
Okay.
But you'll see if you look through my phone.
All right. Well, we're not here to judge. We don't care about that stuff. We're here about criminal activity is all. So That's not part of our business.
Okay. I don't think I have.
Anything more? I appreciate you talking with us.
Well, I appreciate you guys giving me a chance to explain my side.
Okay. So so just know that you're still going to have to see a judge tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay. On this, you'll have to go over to the jail and get booked in and see a judge in the morning.
Okay.
Okay. And then from there, the judge will either let you out or put you on bail or whatever. That's up to them at that point, not us.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm still being arrested.
Yes. You're still being charged with communicating with a minor for immoral purposes. And you'll see a judge in the morning.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Have any threats or promises been made to you since we've been in here? Okay? You haven't asked for a lawyer or told us to stop talking to you or anything like that? Okay? Everything's been recorded?
Yeah.
All right? All right. Sounds
Yeah, I
good.
don't have anything to hide.
All right, neither do we, so we just got to do our job and get to the bottom of it and make sure we didn't have somebody on the loose out there that was targeting young children. So that was our main goal.
So you are going to have to go back in the custody for a couple more minutes, but we're literally just going to walk you around to the front door of the jail. It's literally right next door to us.
So if I get a drink of water really quick.
In the end, officers seized the phone for a warrant review and booked him on a charge of communicating with a minor for immoral purposes. He was told he'd see a judge in the morning. The big takeaway is simple. Once a person identifies as underage, the only safe move is to stop the conversation. No mentoring, no meetups, no mixed signals. That's the line in the sand this case puts front and center.